Garrett, key White House officials were pressed about these tariffs and this new Amazon move just last hour. What did they say?
Yeah, on the tariffs more broadly, you heard some optimism that there could be trade deals struck in the not too distant future from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who talked about the use of what he called euphemistically the president's strategic uncertainty in his negotiating position over time here. On Amazon, in this report that Amazon might start listing the additional cost on specific items put in place by the tariffs, the president is clearly angry. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said she had spoken to him about it this morning. And the question, the idea that this shows factually that it is American consumers who pay the cost of tariffs, not the Chinese or any other foreign government, seemed to be the thing that set off the president's anger.
Well, butter my brisket and cancel my Prime subscription. Jeff Bezos just went from Trump's sugar daddy to his Judas in under 48 hours. 1 minute he's grinning like a possum at Trump's inauguration, sitting behind the president like a billionaire bobblehead at a tractor pull. Next minute, he's knifing old Donnie in the ribs with a pricing tag. Now hold on, I ain't saying Bezos is a hero. Hell no. This ain't Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. This is Lex Luthor tries to manage a dictator and trips over his own wallet. See, Bezos helped build the Trump train with donations, silence, and a little old newspaper neutering we like to call the Washington Post MAGA edition. He figured he'd save a few billion on taxes, skip some regulations, and maybe slap a robot dog on every American porch by 2030. Thought Trump would be his pet project. Turns out Trump ain't a puppet. He's a raccoon on meth with access to nukes. Now this all hit the fan 'cause of tariffs. Trump dropped tariffs like cow pies at a chili cook-off, and the tech bros thought he was bluffing, thought they could rein him in. That's like trying to lasso a tornado with dental floss. Elon didn't speak up, too busy playing traffic cop with rockets and burning his companies to the ground. So Bezos tried his own little rebellion. Amazon was gonna show customers how much Trump's tariffs were jacking up their prices, right next to the item, like a giant neon sign that read, "Blame Donnie." Now that's what we call a capitalist cry for help. And ooh boy, the White House lost its mind. Caroline Leavitt, Trump's press secretary and current president of the Faux Outrage Society, practically threw a hissy fit in high definition, called it a hostile and political act, which is rich coming from the folks who tried to jail librarians. She also said Amazon's partnered with Chinese propaganda, which is ironic since Trump's best business ideas come from fortune cookies.
It was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years? And I would also add that it's not a surprise because, as Reuters recently wrote, Amazon has partnered with a Chinese propaganda arm. So this is another reason why Americans should buy American. It's another reason why we are onshoring critical supply chains here at home to shore up our own critical supply chain and boost our own manufacturing here.
Is Jeff Bezos still a Trump supporter?
Look, I will not speak to the president's relationships with Jeff Bezos, but I will tell you that this is certainly a hostile and political action by Amazon.
I wouldn't think that we would have supply chain shocks, and I think retailers, they have managed their inventory in front of this. You know, I speak to dozens of companies, sometimes daily, but definitely weekly, and they know that President Trump is committed to fair trade and have planned accordingly.
But here's the best part. After that full court MAGA meltdown, Trump himself calls Bezos, probably mid-tan post McNugget, and chews him out like a Dollar Tree steak. And just like that, Bezos folded, went from resistance visionary to corporate turtle in the time it takes Trump to mangle a sentence. Amazon issued a statement faster than a flash sale. Oh no, sir, we're not doing that thing we were totally about to do. Never mind. It was just our Amazon Haul division thinking out loud.
The report initially said that Amazon was going to start adjusting its prices online to show the exact amount which was due to tariffs. An Amazon spokesperson now responding to CNBC saying, quote, "The team that runs our ultra low-cost Amazon Haul store has considered listing import charges on certain products. This was never a consideration for the main Amazon site, and nothing has been implemented on any Amazon properties." So, guys, we had seen some impact in the markets on Amazon stock this morning after the White House called this a hostile and political act.
Bezos backpedaled so hard he left skid marks on Wall Street. Quick tub break, y'all. If this made you laugh harder than Trump dodging questions, hit that like button like it owes you stimulus money. Here's the irony that ought to be engraved on a commemorative plate. Bezos sold out the courts, sold out the press, and thought money made him untouchable. Now, Trump has him dancing like a marionette strung up by a spray-tan puppet master, and that's gotta sting. Jeff used to run the Washington Post. Now he's getting publicly spanked by a bubblehead Barbie on live TV. Levitt made him tuck tail harder than a dog in a thunderstorm. But don't think for a second this is just about Bezos. This is a lesson for every smug Silicon Valley smarty pants who thought they could ride the Trump tiger and dismount with their stock options intact. Just like Hitler's old banker buddies, they thought they could control the chaos. Spoiler alert, they are the chaos now, and Trump's just getting warmed up. UPS is laying off 20,000 workers. Amazon's closing warehouses. Inflation ain't coming from Biden. It's coming from Trump's delusional trade war and crypto pump and dumps disguised as policy. But sure, keep blaming globalists while you fill your tank with price-hiked gas and order toilet paper that costs more than your lunch. And while the economy's screaming for CPR, Caroline's out there pretending everything's fine, handing out MAGA slogans like Halloween candy no one asked for. The administration's solution to economic freefall? Blame the media, blame Amazon, blame Biden, hell, blame the tooth fairy while you're at it. And where are the Democrats in all this? Some brave rep out there just filed articles of impeachment, and I say it's about dang time. If the Dems want to win in 2026, they better saddle up and ride this corruption for all it's worth. Don't wait for tech bros to save the day. They had their chance, and Bezos just proved he's softer than overcooked grits. So if you're tired of the lies, the tariffs, and the tantrums, grab a towel and stick around. 'Cause this hot tub's still boiling, and I got a feeling the worst ain't behind us. Hit that subscribe button before Bezos changes his mind again. Stay warm, stay woke, and stay soaked. I'll see y'all next time in the tub.